Greetings, greetings. Welcome to Oak Ridge Farm. This is episode 5 of my building of a animal farm on Oak Ridge, and so far it has gone really well. I will run you around it, but we've got something momentous to do first. It's time for us to sleep for the first time. As you can see in the top right hand corner, we have it's 3:44 in August, but we have actually done all of the tasks that we set out to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to finally get to move on to our next our next month. And so what we're going to do is we're going to sleep. We're going to see where it sort of leaves us financially, how much food the animals are eating is going to be a fascinating thing for us to have to deal with. But most of all, we're just glad to get through this first day. It's taken us 4 live streams to get through this first day. So it's been quite a lengthy setup process, but we've done it. Every second of it has been done on screen. So let's get to sleep and wake up tomorrow. So straight away we can see the vehicles have been washed. The money that the milk that we've sold, you're probably talking about 1,500, maybe 600. Is that a second lot of milk? I think it might be, you know. I think we might have made a couple of grand on milk there. So if we go into the menu, so we go into the right financial thing. Obviously, we got the milk selling automatically. That's why we needed to sort of see that really. So if we look at the expenditure of what we had, we seriously down on the first month, 541,000, but that's got to be expected. But before the day begins, we are actually in profit, and as the animals get older, that is only going to increase. So we're just about in profit. Admittedly, it's not going to. It wouldn't be enough to get you through the next month, would it? 897. We've got 64 in the bank to keep us rolling. I don't think we need to buy any equipment, but we have got several jobs which we will need to do today. Those jobs include seeding. We've got to plow a few fields. Trying to remember what we've got to do. So certainly we've got to plow one field. Then we've got to seed that same field and roll that same field. So there's going to be 3 jobs on the one big field. Priority number 1, since we're an animal farm though, is to go and look after the animals. So what I'll probably do is just have a wander down first of all and just see how the cows, the sheep, the pigs, and the chickens are getting on. I assume they're all right. I think we could go out the back. I might get lost, but let's go this way and see what happens. I did intend to change this. There's our doggy. Oh yeah, I know where we are. So we just walk up here, and this is the field where the sheep are. You can hear the shoes on the gravel. We open up this gate. Already we have some wool. Not enough wool that it's going to help us out particularly. But they've got plenty of food in to keep them going. Hopefully that will keep them going for several months, because we may get one more cut off the fields that we have. But that's not a guarantee. This is a pasture that automatically waters, so they will get the water automatically. We haven't got to worry about that. In fact, all of our animal pens are the same. Really useful mod that you can have to make sure that water is done for them all. These chickens, obviously only a month old, so not going to be laying us any eggs yet. They've got 7,700 litres of food left. So they've not eaten 300 litres of food. So that's pretty good for them guys. Then we got the beef cows. Now these guys, how much food have they got? Not a great deal. It's got to be said. I can't remember how much we put in there though. So that's going to be something that I'm going to have to keep an eye on. We won't get milk. I know that says that something to do with milk there, but we're not going to get milk from them. These guys are purely beef stock. So they will grow, get bigger, get more valuable. And then when they're worth about £2,000, we'll sell them. The piggies, they're looking, I think they do look a little bit bigger. I'm not sure how much. Certainly look more active, because in the last one, they were just lying down all over the show. Oh, and as I say, that one flops down and lies on the floor. How much did we put in here? Must have been 16,000 that we put in here. And so they've eaten 3,500 basically, if we're going to sort of put an average on it. The only thing is that wasn't necessarily a full day, so it could increase slightly. Well, that's a lot of money as well. I do have my doubts with the pigs whether we're going to make any profit particularly with them, but we'll try. We can only try, can't we? I suppose the more profit you make is when you start them having babies, and when they've had a baby, you've got 50 free piglets rather than buying them in. So these guys are again well fed. There's 120 in here. I find it ridiculous that you can fit 654 in this pasture, and then in the field, which I think's bigger, I'm not 100% sure, but I think the bigger field, for some reason, you can't get anywhere near as much. Is he? I think he's eating off the bale, not off the food. So here's the grass field that we've planted. We didn't plough it first. We probably could have done with doing so, but I was getting anxious to get the next month's worth of stuff done. We wanted to see how the farm started in September. We can safely say at the moment we're in profit. We've got all the fuel we will ever need, so we haven't got to buy fuel or anything like that. One thing that we may have to pay out for by the end of the day is some repairs on the tractors, because they've been pretty knackered. They're very high hour tractors, and at some point we're going to need to invest in some new tractors to get us through, because these things are just going to cost us more and more money. Look at that guy jumping around, happy. I would be happy in a field this size. Look at this. This is enormous. Then we've got a little baby black sheep hiding in the grass as the grass grows. Look at that. So sweet. So that's what you've seen in the fields. We still have one more field which is here, which we're going to use to get more grass. This one actually probably should have been ploughed because it doesn't have a recognised field. We could have ploughed a field into it, and then it would have been easy to do the grass cutting. But because it's not, it's going to be complicated and annoying. Here are the milking cows. These are the ones that are actually making us a little bit of money. Just keeping the place afloat while everything settles down. The health isn't great, and actually what we got was good, because they're actually only eating grass at the moment, but by the end of today they will be on silage and their health will start to improve, their productivity will get better, and if they're making, I don't know, a couple of grand, £3,000 now, I think we'll be looking at potentially upward of 8,000 to 9,000 a month just from those 25 cows. That is pretty good. So We've got 140,000 plus litres of silage, so that will certainly keep the cows fed for a while. We intend to feed them on silage initially. Maybe in the future we will make total mixed rations, but for now it was either going to be hay or silage, and obviously if we've got any excess we'll be selling that to help us to make some more money. This is the other big grass field, so this one and the field that we saw near the sheep, and obviously the little field to our left, are the ones that are going to have to provide enough grass to feed all the grass animals and make silage, which we can make a profit. And then we're coming to the farm where, just make sure we're not going to get run over. There is a little gap in the hedge. Where is it? Somewhere around about here. Oh, there we go. We get through. Onto our equipment. So today's job is this field. This is going to be where we're going to be working today. I do want to just have a quick check of my settings. Graphic settings. Quality. Light quality. Sharpness. Upscale. What are we looking for? It may be that you can't do it from here and you have to come out of the game. I was hoping to try and get it so that it wasn't quite so rapid with the turning speeds and stuff. But looking on here, I can't see. Field of view, realistic beacon lights. Nope, so I can't see it on there. General settings, it wouldn't be in there, would it? Vehicle steering, back speed, steering sensitivity, that's what it is. So, no, that's not it. Well, there's nothing there that I can see that would do it, I don't think. Camera sensitivity. Adjust the turning speed. So let's try that at 50% and see whether that gets annoying or not. So it's alright for that, but just to try and stop the dizziness feeling that I get when I play this game. When I stand up from playing this game, I end up nearly falling over because I'm so dizzy. So we're going to want to plough this field first. So that'll be the first job for the day. I think we'll do the job. There's the plough over there. We just need to find where we park the tractors. And we'll go for the biggest one. We just need a little bit of a look just to make sure we're not going to hit any of the trailers. And out we come. Now we'll go back into the view here. That's whether it works in the vehicles as well. It's a little bit slow, it's a bit annoying, but if it makes me feel a bit better, I'm sure we can all appreciate that. Got a difficult angle to come at here, especially when we're you know what? I'm not even sure this tractor fits through there. Let's get it on this way because I can't see whether it's actually going to fit. I think we're alright. Looks a lot fatter, the tractor, when you're actually in the cab view. But it does take ages to get it round to there though. I think it might do my head in before too long, just being too slow. Oh, I didn't want to do that. So stop him, because I want to do the work. You can't. You can do the seeding if you're that desperate. So hold one. We want steering assist, 9 meters. 3, 4. Yeah, we'll go with 4 headlands. Automatic, and show lines on because that's what I want it to do. Right, so that little bit there is the start of it all. We go 1 down. Oh, I didn't want to do that. What I wanted to do was... No, that's hold. Oh man, have I forgotten all these already? Forgetting the controls. But this first bit is a little bit awkward because there's barely any actual... So we're rocking and rolling. Because we've set it down to do the headlands second, we just got to get these little bits done first. When we've done that, then it'll just be a case of cruising around up and down the field and then round for the final bits. Ooh. I had it all ready and then the line disappeared. It's been an interesting little project. Obviously still a long way to go before it becomes a real working project. Lob this one round now. Away we go again. A little bit hazy in the morning. Now, where's this going? Well, I'm going to carry on down to here. Feel like we've missed some out, but I don't know. Couldn't follow the lines, so we'll have to see how we get on with it. That's that done. Whack this around now. At least feel like we're actually getting some of the field done rather than just turning around in circles. I don't understand why the field couldn't have actually been kept in a straight line rather than this little elbow dogleg that they seem to have in every single row. Would have made so much more sense just to have a section where you straightened it out. It's obviously ploughing it nice and deep, which is what we want. But look at the condition of the tractor. If that gets down too far, we might find ourselves having to go and get the other tractor to tow ourselves out. And I've got to be honest, I don't think the other tractor's in much better condition. Oh, I've missed the row. Go back a bit. Because I've been... Oh! It changed just as I pressed to line up with that row. The blooming thing changed onto the headland. And we don't want that. But there in the distance you can just see the silage fermenter, the fermenting silo, whatever you call it. Yeah, I do get the feeling this tractor's struggling a little because of the condition of it. Which is not good because I haven't got anywhere to fix it. We go. This time we can do that row. I think it'll be interesting to have a little bit of a tour of the map at some point as well. It's been a long time since I've actually driven around the map. We've done the sort of like to the shop and back, so that bit isn't really necessary, but I haven't seen where all the different selling points are, and like I say, it's been quite a while since I've played this map. I don't think I did any lengthy Let's Plays on this particular map, but it's certainly one that I did play on a little bit. I think my favourite map of FS22 was actually one that wasn't overly popular. It was Attingham Park. I found it really engaging map. It's actually an area that I knew a little bit as well. I've driven around the area a few times, so it was quite fascinating to be able to see an area that you knew, and obviously it wasn't exactly the same, but it just I don't know, it just felt really good going around a map that you knew the area in real life. And then there was an American map called East Vinelands NJ. That was another good one. That was I think I did a series on both of them on live streams. The thing that I liked about the East Vineland one was that I was able to build a farm from what was effectively a house, rather than, you know, starting with a load of fields or anything like that. I literally started with a plot of land which had a square house on it, a pond, and a little bit of grass, and that was what we started off with. And we managed to buy the field next door to it, then the field next door to that, and just expanded out like that, and that was a really fun one to do. You couldn't really expand by just borrowing money all the time, because every plot of land was really expensive. But it was really interesting and quite a good way of doing it. And once you started to get on top of the financial side of it, then and the money started rolling in, that was when the farm really started to grow. But it was good fun being able to do that. I don't know where we're up to. We're probably about, I don't know, 35% of the field done. It is quite a big field. We have set it to do quite a lot of headland, so I think I might have just missed a little bit of a sliver on that one then. Didn't line it up very well. So in this field, I think the intention is we're going to plant some barley or wheat. Haven't decided which of the two. We could well use what we grow on here to feed the chickens. Not decided yet. It was initially canola when we loaded up the game. Usually when you load up this game it ends up being wheat, but this time it was canola. Could have done with it being wheat. That would have meant we wouldn't have been paying out for chicken food. Just see at the end of this row whether we missed a little bit, and if we did, we're going to have to go back and get it, because I don't want to be coming off the headlands to try and get it, and I've got to get it just right. A little bit of OCD, making sure you get every last bit. Yeah, it's just a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll slide it around, go past it, so that when we come back onto it, it's like we were coming up the road. We were going to have to do that turn anyway, so might as well give ourselves a wider turn onto the next row, and hopefully we'll line it up right this time. There we go, got it. Bit better this time, so we've got to be over halfway by now. We do have all that over there, all around the edges, but we must be over halfway. I don't just look long way away the edge of the field. So the biggest competition is whether we get this field done before the tractor breaks down, because it's looking a little bit dodgy at the moment. I can't remember for the life of me what them selling points and that are that we can see in the distance. We'll definitely take the John Deere out maybe and just go and see what we can see over that way. I just can't remember. I know directly behind us is the biogas plant, but you have to go round the road system because of a river. I don't think you can drive across a river. I'm not sure how deep it is. You could imagine this in real life. Just cruising along in your field. Things going through your mind, planning your next moves and other ways in which you can financially improve your situation. Must be difficult for real life farmers with obviously the issues that you have and the lack of support that you get from the government. And so you gotta feel really sorry for the people who are living this lifestyle for real. You get a little bit of an insight with things like Clarkson's farm, where you actually get to see what it's like for people working on farms, really. Jeremy Clarkson himself says that if it wasn't for the money from Amazon, he wouldn't be able to afford to do the stuff that he was having to do. Now, admittedly, he does some ridiculously mad stuff, but it's like you're in a bowl in the land when you look at it. Everywhere you look, there's hills around. It's quite interesting scenery. Round we go. And that up a little bit better. And yeah, straight. I've just realised that there's actually a information on the F1 drop down which tells you how many acres you've ploughed. Now that'd be really useful if I knew how big the actual field was. Just wait for that to save, and then we'll have a check. See, wow, it doesn't look like we're halfway there, does it? 22 acres, and we've done 7. We've got a bit of work to do yet. So we're about a third of the way through. Here's me thinking we're halfway through, and we ain't anywhere like that. To be fair, these rows, you don't feel like you're getting any closer to the side of the field. You know, it still looks as far away as it did 3 rows ago. But hopefully from episode 1, I feel like I've sorted out a lot of the noise issues. I don't know what the volume's like on this particular stream, but sometimes it seemed a bit quiet when I've listened back just to see what the sounds are. I've tried to increase the volumes and try and get it working right, but probably better to be too loud or too quiet, because at least people can control it from the volume controls on your phones or computers or whatever you watch on. And I do appreciate those who have been watching my content after the event. I've noticed quite a few views coming on the live streams after the event. I've missed a bit again here. Beginning to think it was a bad idea, this doing the ploughing yourself when you can pay somebody else to do it. So that's where the fuel is, if we need to fuel, but I think we'll have enough to get this field done. But it's just whether we'll be able to have enough money to get the tractors all repaired so that we can continue. Because they're going to sort of break down pretty quickly again, aren't they? Because of the work hours on them. I mean, I think this is the best one with 226, but that isn't a colossal amount. But the worst thing is I can't even sell them and get a better tractor because of the money. The only thing I can do is look to borrow a load more money, and I may have to do that. If I can borrow about 250,000, I can get a decent tractor, and these will then have to be just the little workhorses doing little jobs on the farm and not being used very often, sort of thing. And I'll just drive whatever big tractor we decided to go for. Missed that by a mile, so I'll take the opportunity to go and get this bit that I missed. And we'll come back round and have another go. On a clear day you can see where that biogas plant is, but because it's hazy you can't see. Would be somewhere straight ahead, but like I say, you can't see because it's too misty. Ten acres, so we're not far off halfway now. So that's why I'm going this way round. I don't have a logical answer for you. Missed a tiny little bit there as well. So we actually direct drilled the field that we put the grass on, so we potentially could have done that, but it needed ploughing anyway. It did say that it needed ploughing, as did the other field really, but we'll just have to take the loss on the grass. I don't think it'll make a massive difference. I think we'll have enough grass to make ourselves some money and obviously feed the animals that require the grass. If you are watching this after the event, let me know what map you're playing on. It'd be good to hear from you. Just try and get that piece so we don't have to go back. We are halfway. I don't know how it works it out, but because it feels to me like we're much further than halfway. We must have left an awful lot of headland to cover. That's some the effect that it's having. Thought I'd come in, didn't realise I'd be facing the wrong way. I think slowing it down has stopped me feeling the motion sickness, but it does get a bit annoying when you're trying to look around. May have gone a little bit early there. Yeah, I think I'm going to have missed something on that one. Because I forgot that I was used to being out here. See how far the drone goes up. Yeah, I missed a right bit over there, didn't I? But make sure I get it when I do the headland, I think. Unless we're lucky and it falls on the headland. Yeah, you just got hills everywhere. Hot air balloon. Somewhere over there is the biogas plant. I better get myself facing here again so I can see what I'm doing. And this is the last row before we're on the headlands, I think. All over the show. I'm not as think as a drunk I am. So we get ourselves lined up, and this is now officially a headland, I think. In fact, it may even be the second headland. I might have already been on a headland and didn't even realise it. That'll knacker things up. I always think it's starting to snow when I see them little flies coming a bit closer. So we could see the workings of the soil bubbles. So if we swing it to the right, full circle, that's where we need it to be. So we were on a headland before. We were on a headland one before I was expecting. So this will make it really slow because we're driving over ploughed land with a tractor that's running out of horsepower because it's dying. I think get round the next headland and then it'll be a lot quicker again. But while we're just doing this bit where we've already been turning round, this is why tractors usually lift up the implements when they get to the end of the row, which I've obviously not been doing. And now I'm paying the price for cutting corners. once again, we'll just do a full circle. Just makes it a little bit easier to line up with the head. Where's the headland? Nearly lost it then. I think that's the right one. I mean, technically at this point we're not actually getting much ploughed. There's just all the little bits that I will have missed. Try and steer straight into this. Now we're ploughing a little bit of untouched. That was a little hard to line up, but I think we managed it. We are going to have that little bit there that we've missed effectively. So what I'll do is I'll drive straight past, swing it right round. So we've got that now. We're all squared off again. One thing I've noticed while I've been doing this that they've obviously fixed. You used to be driving down with the plough and the tyre marks would appear the other side of the plough, which obviously would be impossible in real life. Looks like they've sorted that out. Hopefully they've done it for all of the implements and not just this one. Looking there, there's a little bit that I've missed. Oh, that's going to do me head in, so I'm going to have to do a circle. Squircle. Oh, I've got that one, but never mind. Messing up the nicely neat ploughing. So we'll come back the other way now, because otherwise we've already done 3 on this side and we're always going to be 1 row out. So we're not going to get that one. So try again. Give myself a bit of a wider berth this time. It's better turn, press that, get it lined up before we actually reach the bit where the grass, the chaff is. Tell you what I forgot to do that I meant to do was put us on a more realistic time scale. Settings, real time, ×3, seasonal growth, yet snow off, disabled, yet. So that's where I wanted us to be. 3 times speed I think is about fair for getting everything done that we need to. We've probably gained an extra couple of hours with having it on real time when I forgot to change it, but don't worry, we're there now. It's not the end of the world. Where does this go? We reach the end. We've got a hard lock. Of course, I think we've really missed it then. I think we've worked it out, so we're finishing the wrong corner of the field, but never mind. Loop it round. I think this is the headland that we should have gone on before, but we've missed that little bit, whatever, so take it back around again. That's the area we want to be heading, lining up with, is this line here. I can just get it straight before. That's it, perfect. Done nicely. Little over 8 acres to go now. Seems a lot to me. Feels like we're a lot closer to the end than that, but I assume the count is accurate. That's a 2. It's this one. So again, this is the upper row, which most of it will already be done already. Once we're on the final row, we'll actually be covering a lot of ground. But as it stands, with this, we've partially done it already. Swing it round. Gotta try and get that bit. Oh, don't know why I've done that. Why did I do that? Now we're going to be finishing it on the very opposite corner. Oh. I've just had an idea of how we can do it now, so that we get it all done in the same direction. You won't ever see a farmer do the field the way that we're about to do it. It's going to be something new and exciting that you'll have never seen before. Might have to reverse for this little bit, but what we're going to do is go straight back down, and this will be all of that row done then. So we won't have to run across this back end anymore. I just realised I don't think it's going to work. My maths didn't work. I think there's probably a reason farmers wouldn't do it this way. So now we're actually going to finish in this very furthest corner still anyway. So that was a pointless trick. It's not like we're low on fuel or anything. What's it matter? Yep, seriously didn't work that out right, but never mind. At least on this side, you can drive along the grass, I think, so we haven't got to worry too much about the leaving tyre tracks on my nicely ploughed field. Or I could run over them lettuces or whatever they are in the next field. Ruin their crop rather than my nice ploughed field. But what I actually think we're going to do is drive the side that we've already done and start again from this end. I think what I'll do is I'll stop here for a sec, just get myself over to getting the right tractor. So this is the Massey Ferguson, that's the one we want. I think this can cope with the Cedar. It's got plenty of fuel in it, so we're alright with fuel. Needs repairing, but so that's the roller. We need that last. Oh, nearly crashed. Where did we park the Cedar? So there's the seed. Let's plan this out. We're going to need a bit more. So whack it fully round. Don't want to hit that curve. Now we'll give it full lock. Aim towards it. Full lock the other way. Just not quite done it. So we'll come back. So it's on wheat already. So that's what we're going to go for. Just about made that. So we'll get on the field. Now we've got to work this out. It's a 9-meter width and there's 2 things. So that's 18 meters. Oop. 1. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 6, 15, 18. So we want at least 6 of the headlands. So show line screws, number of headlands, working width 3 meters. Okay. So oh, I didn't do that on the stick. I meant to do it on the AI worker. What a muppet. So in fact, I'm going to do one more just to give me that little bit of a cushion. Start with the up and down. Okay. Right, so now I can carry on regardless. Could well be on course to crash with the incoming seeder. He's literally seeding right up to the line of where I'm ploughing. I hope I don't interrupt the land that he's doing. It's a good job I did 7 and not 6, isn't it? Looks like we've timed the dance moves just right. Reverse. Oh, not yet. Straighten up first and up it. There we go. And press forward Onward, ever onward. I think I've missed a little bit there, that's the lane. Missed a bit that side as well. Oh. That is a lead. And a bit there. The petrol's getting a little bit on the critical side, but it's not gone red yet. That's the important thing. I think what we'll do is we'll look at whether we can borrow more money and buy a tractor. I think that's what we'll do next. That's my dog barks at the wrong moment. That was exciting, just legged it to let the dog out and got myself back in time before we reached the end of it. Otherwise you'd have been wondering why I was driving headlong into that bale shelter. But we just need to sort out these little bits that I've missed, because they will drive me potty. Seems like the day of the live streamers seems to have died off a little bit with Farming Simulator. I've been looking out for some of the old guys who I used to watch and don't seem to be able to find any of their channels. Beaver Farming has put a few videos out, not necessarily Farming Simulator, but he doesn't seem to have done any particularly live streams that I've seen anyway recently. Hi Farmer Steve, another one, his channel seems to have completely disappeared. It's a real shame. I've been away from the community for a little while because of work and being busy and stuff. But due to situations in my own health, I've had a few weeks, so I thought I'd come and have a go at live streaming again. Like I say, it's been a couple of years since I've done any live streaming myself. I've just had a thought. We could finish here and go out onto the road. So that's not the end of the world. Just need to lift up my plough. Oh, I can't do that. I've done it. I can't do it. It can't be done. Lower the plough. You gotta go all the way to the edge. Can't leave any tyre tracks. That is not. It's not how it's done. There we go. Fold up. We have got a tiny little bit on the other side that I do want to go around and try and get. Somebody's got a nice field ready for harvest there. Let me see where I'm driving, so I'll have to go in cab. Linking trees. So this is our silo. I must remember I've got some canola in there. What's in there? Don't think I've looked in here. Is there anything? Oh, what's this? Can you repair tractors on it or not? Yes, you can. Wow. Right, just bear with me 1 sec. I need to go and sort. That's the dog sorted. Woo! Sorry, mate. Am I in your way? I didn't think about the fact I'd stopped on the road. But hey ho. So I've got somewhere to fix my tractors. It still cost me a fortune, though. So I think if you're fixing them yourself, it should flipping cost you less. Much less. That's my opinion. So did I miss a little bit on this field here? Let's have a look. Yes, I did. Only a tiny little bit, but OCD demands. Oh, I don't want to lower it. I wanted to lift it up again. Come on, lift up. Cooperate. Right. Unfold. Lower. And get that annoying little bit. And there's another little bit over there. And then we'll go to the fuel pump, fuel it up, see how much it's going to cost to repair it. I mean, out of the tractors we've got, this is the best one by a mile. But the others are like 400 and 500 work hours, so they are really on their last legs. I've done it again. Lower down. Let me drive off the field. Lift up. Pull away. Swing it round, swing it round. Wait about 3 hours for the view to sort itself out. Neatly done. Oh, press the wrong way. Didn't mean to do that. A little bit of foot displacement there. Right. So, refuel. Start. This is going to cost us thousands to repair now. You know, I'd never even checked in here, so I didn't know, but I had an area where I could repair my tractors. I don't know if you just put it in there or whether you're supposed to drive it up the ramps. It's here. Oh, man. Might as well buy a new tractor. So that's that repaired. Over 13 grand. That is extortionate. We can't afford to keep paying that out every few months. It's unrealistic as well. And that's only one of the tractors. Ooh. Now, what horsepower has that got? It's got 49 hours on it, so that's not too bad. And it's 247 horsepower. That is what we're going to aim for if we can borrow enough money. We'll wait for the game to save. And let's see what it'll let me borrow. We've got 200,000 in the bank. That should repair all the tractors that I've got. So I need to go into the shop and purchase. So we're gonna have to repair even the one that we just bought. So I'll get this one loaded up with the roller. This can do the rolling. We've now technically got 4 tractors. That's perfectly acceptable for a working farm. In fact, I imagine a lot of farmers would be more than happy with having so many. So he's going to have to sit and wait there until he's nearly finished that field. So let's have a quick look around what we've just bought. I got one of these in my is it Riverbend Springs, whatever it's called. Save that I did. Actually created quite a decent farm on there. I was really happy with it. Probably say it's the best farm that I've designed myself. Running it nice and neatly. So if we look in now, all the buttons, I have no idea what any of them do. bit more vision out of this one than the case that we've got. That is nice. I'm glad we saw that. I said I was going to buy one. I was thinking we were going to have to borrow a load of money and be really struggling. But, you know, I've upped it by about 150. But that's going to get all the cars repaired. And it feels fastest. And actually, repair-wise, it doesn't look too bad. I'll go and get it repaired properly anyway, so that it's 100%. It's what we took the money out for, so... Sounds a bit clunky. Just be my driving because I'm struggling to keep it on the road. I feel like I'm driving a racing car. Gets up to the 30 so quickly. There's a car coming. So if we took ourselves in this hedge. This is mint, this tractor. Don't know how big it is for getting in and out of the different awkward areas of the farm, but we've got enough tractors to be able to deal with a lot of the smaller stuff. This could be the one for just doing all the big field work and stuff. Car coming down, so we'll get out of his way and then reverse in this time. It's already my favourite tractor by a long, long way. Come out. You can customize it as well. We don't need a front loader on it though, it's way too big for a front loader, this one. So we want to repair. That's that tractor all ready to go. Absolutely superb tractor. Really happy with that. Less than 50 work hours on it. That is going to help us out big time. So what I need to do now actually, and we can use this tractor for it, is go and get that trailer. Or do we use the bigger one? Yeah, let's use the bigger one. It's going to be hard to do, but I'm going to use this. And we're going to feed the cows with some silage. Just short of 250 horsepower, that should be strong enough to run anything on this farm. But I'll watch I don't hit the gate with my tail swing. Living close. Right. So, trying to work out where I need to go. I think it's this way. The mirrors aren't set very well on this. I think I need to work on the mirrors. I do have a way of adjusting them, but I'm not totally sure how you do it. So what changes the tip side? Left. Okay, so that's fine. If we go on to there and straighten up, let's get ourselves out so we can see when we're lined up. So we don't want grass, we want silage. $20,000 litres. This is going to test my reversing skills now, which I've got to be honest, I haven't really got any. So we want the trailer to go left, so we put left hand down, straight. Right, pull lock over to the right. I want the trailer to be going right now. Go forward, give myself a bit more room. Right hand down. You're supposed to go backwards, not forwards. What are you doing? I think we're doing well there. I've just realised that I'm reversing in this way and I'm not. Oh, right hand down, not left hand down. So we do want it to the back. Oh, and we're actually in far enough. Might even need to come out a touch as well. So did that fill or did we crash against the roof? It filled. So they now have silage as well, so that should keep them happy. Hopefully delete the grass first so that we do get rid of all of that. Now we'll have to take this and we'll fill it back up again and go and do the beef cows. We've hardly made a dent in that silage. Tell you what, that's one thing I do need to buy is, or construct should I say, is a sell anything container. Because we obviously are going to be selling the silage and it'll be handy if that's ever the top price. Because we can literally just fill it up and drop it in the sell anything container. And that'd save us a load of time. be accurate here. It's a big trailer and a little gap. You got a sunroof in this tractor. Awesome. So awesome. I love it already. This is going to cheer you up, guys. You're going to like this. Right, so let's get this out so I can see. Oh, stop. It's going to take it all. How much does this take? Alright, it'll take another full. That's handy to know. Oh, I didn't hit the wall with my new tractor. I didn't. Honestly. Coming through, lady. Did that look like Scross lady? Beanie. Where am I going? Nice wide angle. Nicely done. I think this is quite a good route to go, actually. Yeah, it's easy. This is. So that's the silage. 20,000 litres. We'll have a little bit that we'll have to pour back in. But nearly went the wrong way. Just edge it onto the grass a bit to give us that little bit of a turning arc. You couldn't have predicted it anything less. Driving up to me like he's got all the road. Road hog. Where did Beanie go? She's gone. You can tell I'm getting tired now. Pretty late here. What are we? Something past 10. I can't read the time. They're past 10. So that silage will keep them guys happy. Hopefully they'll grow nice and big and quickly. Oh, they've gone. Wait, there was somebody there. They disappeared. Must have made it to the house before my slow turning worked, maybe. At an angle where I can see where I'm driving, that will help. We just need to dump this back into the silage ring now, and then we'll put a sell everything container. The reason I want to do that now is because I know that if we left it until when we're going to sell the silage, it would probably be no good. It's not letting me dump it. Oh no! So what can I do with that? Excuse me. Well, that's not good. Right. So what we'll do is we'll come out of there and not worry about that for a minute. We'll go to construction. Has that worked? We'll go to... It's not container, is it? Not tools, so it must be in the factories. Bit selling points. Doesn't need to be a big one, does it? $1,001. That shouldn't make too much of a mess. Let's have a look. So if we were filling up from here, we should be able to just lock it round and line ourselves up there perfectly. And just to check it works, we'll get rid of the little bit of silage that we got. 230 quid in the coffers. So that can go back to the yard now, and we'll check on the progress of that seeder. It's a very small seeder, so it's going to take an awful long time. We're not going to finish that today. I was hoping to get the seeding done today, but it's not going to happen, is it? So So that's where we're parking this. So if we... I think I've just dragged it against something. Maybe that curb. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Just felt a bit funny. Already you can see the trees going brown. It's not a good sign for the grass. We want the grass to last until November so we can get another cut out of it. But at the moment it doesn't look good. Oh. Turned the wrong way at the last second then. That is that done there. This tractor is awesome. So I think that is all I need to do other than the rolling and that. So that's going to happen on the next one because I'm getting too tired to carry on. I would like to finish this field today, but I just don't think I've got the energy. We've still got enough money to repair the tractors. Just need to get an external view to make sure I'm not hitting that. Perfect. Perfect. We could probably fit another tractor in if we worked the angles a little bit better, but to be honest, I think I'll leave it as it is. Just want to go and have a look at the progress that he's made on this field so far, because he's going to be working for quite some time. I mean, when you think about it, we were nowhere near halfway when we got to this point. So he has done up to here. We can't start rolling until he's nearly done, really. There we go. So he's only done... Why is it saying cultivated when he's actually seeding? Just I hope he is. Yeah, so he is seeding. I don't know why it's saying cultivating, but... Oh, I missed a bit. Can't you believe that? So yeah, I can't really roll this until he's basically on the headlands. When he's on the headlands, I can come and do the other bit. But I think it's 9 meters. So for every row he's doing, I will be doing 3 rows. Let's go and double check the width of that roller. I think it's 3 meter rollers, isn't it? But let's have a look. So, oh no, it's only 6 meters, so it's just double. So that won't be too bad. I might be able to get going a little bit earlier. But I'll not stress myself about it now. What I'll do is I'll let him get on with it, and I'll go and have a rest because I'm somewhat tired. So we're only halfway through the day. We have got rain coming. Let's just have a quick look at the rain. So where are we? Oh, it's due. It's due by 3 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. So hopefully we'll get the rolling and that done by 3 o'clock. It's going to be touch and go with that seeder going at the speed he is. So, yeah. I'd like to thank you for anybody who's popped in, said hello, and watched a little bit of this stream. I'm really tired, so I think I'm going to finish this off and another stream maybe tomorrow. We'll see what time that I get. But I'm cream crackered, definitely cream crackered. So yeah, so thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon. I'm Stevie C. I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye.